Maxi's now godlike. Raphael is now more godlike. Because I'm thinking of like who's sucked in 4, and I'm remembering now. I'm like, oh, like, these characters, and they're godlike, and I'm like, all right, now it's making sense.
Now we have to have like entire discussions on who the worst character is because it's not clear in Soul Calibur 6. I like.
That's one thing I think I've always had an idea, at least maybe back in 5 at least. So, well, besides like 2, I think there was always a character I thought like who never struggled. They always had a chance to win. It's like that. Because being the 3D game, we never really have to deal with Mitsuki like kind of like legit matchups where you'll maybe find like a 2D game or like some matchups are almost like just undoable. Like
like your grappler,
like Galzum versus Zangief. You might as well quit the game. It's like you're sitting there just letting the character doing what they want to do for the entirety of it. So like that's not a problem.
It's like the history of like all fighting games, like grapplers always have like bad matchups, but Astaroth just seems like fine in this game.
Yeah, he definitely can find his way in, and if he gets his one hit in, he's golden. Also, but
I'm not actually familiar with these 2 players.
Neither am I, but
okay, so now that we agreed that we're not too familiar with these characters or these players, pretty good. Shallow versus Bloodmoonzero. Those are ballin' ass names.
That is a good statement. Like how much can you judge based upon a person's name? Like imagine that, Cheech. If you're giving yourself like kind of like a blind bracket, and you had to face someone known as Bloodmoonzero, who did you think they would play? Like regardless of what you see here, like just take a guess, like just like a solid swing at who in the world would you think they would play?
Nightmare.
I know exactly. Like that's like the biggest kind of like mix-up I think in FGC is just playing a character that has absolutely like little to do with your own tag. Oh my god, he mashed. Oh no! Oh, he didn't kill him. He could have won.
Oh god.
It's fine. He closed it out.
My favorite would be someone like DJ Bustinut. Is like, yeah, you can't.
I don't think you can ever determine who will play.
Oh my god, it's DJ Bustinut.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get through this bracket. Oh wow, that's a nice interruptive aggression stance. And
that was a big call out.
And I think she gets extra damage from the airborne scaling. Like
you're probably right. Yeah.
Airborne.
But yeah, Divine Force. How they're gonna spend it? Smart choice.
Wow. Yeah. Just spend it right away.
Take use the plus rim.
And just plus rim. Just keep in the corner.
Actually, hold up. Before I sound like an idiot. Cam, you're my resident Cassandra player. Is the big tornado up close? Is that plus?
Yes, +4.
All right, thank you. This is what I have him here for, just in case.
And then he just like put himself in like 5 more seconds of like being in plus frames while just like smothering.
I think like managing to keep your plus frames while smothering your opponent is by far like pure ecstasy to any Cassandra player, just because it allows so much allows you to basically like just take the tide. Like you're like you have no fear because like based upon like what moves, like it's like you probably have labbed this situation where it's just like I can keep hitting all these moves because it's like I know I'm in the within range, I know I have the frames, and I know there's nothing you can do to do that.
Yeah, and with the range and the frames and the positioning, like you can just like feel the pressure coming from like Shallow. It's like okay, so my life.
Oh yeah, people panic. Yeah, people panic, and the big thing I think is like with Cass is like a lot of normal pokes are all are e-safe, so like you don't have to worry about that. If anything, you just like. You kind of just almost have to like hunt for their GI timing too, is our big thing.
Yeah, exactly. So like if the counter pokes are not working because of just like the sheer like frame disparity, then like you have to take a defensive risk, sidestep, duck. Sidestep is risky obviously because you're adding frames on top of your initializing frames for the step, so you have to do like a hard impact, like you say, or like a resist impact, but. All very, very risky, and those are the kind of situations that Cassandra's will like commonly put you in, just because like her like on hit on block advantage is consistently like so good.
Yeah.
Her disadvantage is she kind of struggles getting in close, and she doesn't have that much range. But with this matchup against 2B, I don't think that's going to be too much a factor because I just see Bloodmoonzero just in Shallow's face just all day. Like there's no like zoning out in this situation.
Yeah, it almost kind of looks like Shallow honestly doesn't really want to kind of keep them out. It's like they keep going in and whatnot. So, but I mean that's not a bad thing because nothing is more terrifying than watching a woman fly at you. Apparently, yeah, exactly, just flying right at you, basically throwing mix-ups. And it was obvious that like Blood Moon did not have a whole lot of knowledge on how to handle like air. Like I don't know what's called. You just call basically when she's flying. I guess her air stance, if I want to call it anything else like that.
And whether that was panic or desperation CE or whatever, it definitely is the makings of a possible comeback. But Bloodmoonzero make it awkward by soul charging him away and to go right to the tornado.